In this episode, we set out to explore the incredible world of two indigenous communities in Brazil, the Guarani and the Pataxo. We had the incredible privilege to experience their music, dances, stories, and traditions alive for thousands of years. I even joined an ancestral medicine ritual that cleansed my body both physically and spiritually. What happened next, let's say it was unforgettable, as it was also a once-in-a-lifetime glimpse into a world most of us will never see.
We really loved our time at the Vagabond Sailing Club, but that's the thing about a nomadic life. We're always moving on. And as much as this beach felt like a temple, today we're setting sail toward truly sacred land. In this episode, we share our experience visiting two indigenous communities in Brazil, the Guarani and the Pataxo. Their songs, dances, and rituals are expressions of ancestral traditions that deserve to be respected. We were honored to be welcomed with generosity and trust, and even invited to take part in a sacred medicine ritual. These moments were shared with us as part of their living culture. All the filming was done respectfully and with consent from the families. For them, it is a gift to have their culture seen and understood by more people. And for us, it is a gift to carry their stories and share their message. We share this experience with humility, gratitude, and deep respect for the communities who welcomed us into their lives and traditions. To visit these communities, we joined a group of volunteers called Tribo do Bem. They are a collective of people who share a common goal, supporting indigenous communities. With them, we help deliver donations, food, clothing, toys, and school supplies. But the real gift was actually from them to us, the opportunity to learn and experience a world we would otherwise never see.
Our first visit was with the Guarani people, one of the largest indigenous groups in South America. They have lived in what is now Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina for thousands of years. For them, life is deeply connected with the forest, rivers, and the spiritual world. Here in Ticoha, near Paraty, we were welcomed with music, dance, and stories that reflect this deep bond with nature. Their songs are prayers, and their dances are not just performances, they are ways to keep history alive. Yet, beyond this cultural richness, the Guarani face very real challenges. They are fighting to protect their ancestral territories, which for them are not just land, but identity, spirituality, and survival. Being with them was a humbling reminder that traditions are alive, but also very vulnerable, and that resilience is a way of life here.
The body painting is a form of protection, so now I am very protected, and this should last something around 15 days. Ben told him that I never shower, so it should last longer, but that is not true.
Tem muita riqueza, né, da água, das árvores.
Now we're gonna have a cooking experience with the daughter of the chief, and I'm very curious to see how this is gonna go. It's so special to be in a place like this, and that they are humble enough to teach us their knowledge, their dancing, their singing, even their cooking now. It is really special. We are learning how to make chipá, a traditional Guarani flatbread. Originally, it was prepared with corn or manioc. Nowadays, wheat flour is often used, making the process way easier. A small change for practicality, but the essence still unchanged: sharing food, tradition, and community.
O cheiro já está chegando, né?
A gente vai ter que equilibrar. Porque ninguém vai dar nada pra gente que não deixa.
Ele tem sementes ou pontinhas?
São pedrinhas de areia do mar. A chuva não tem de água. Já ouviu tocando? Tem aqui.
My favorite bit of the dancing was the one that you had to avoid the maraca to stay alive. Think fast.
Before heading back to the boat, we decided let's get dropped off at, what's it called?
Pedra da Marcela.
Marcella Rock. And I feel it took us about an hour of gaining altitude by car. And we've got the
Another
last
hour getting
hour
by foot.
by foot. It looks quite flat though, as in smooth surfaces, but it is steep. I'm very curious to see the top. It's a bit cloudy. I'm really hoping we have a nice view because people say that we can see the boat from there, or at least the bay.
If it's not cloudy, we can see Yabá.
That's all you care about with hikes. But you can apparently see the entire bay all the way to the other side. And maybe we can plan our journey based on this climb. That is good. That is not.
Sua ladeira, vou na praia, vou no parque, vou na cachoeira, vou na capoeira, vou de ginga e queixada sem tomar rasteira.
Gonna make it before the clouds.
Vou na moda, vou no samba, vou tomar a saideira.
It's not looking.
De qualquer maneira, cavaco e viola, vou na brincadeira.
Not looking very promising. Feel like we're almost at the top, and the funny thing is these stones were placed here like 10,000 BC. No one knows by who. It remains a mystery until this day. They're on both sides. I think there were two teams. These must have been Virgos, placing all these nicely piled, and these must have been a bunch of Capricorns. But of course back then they didn't know anything about those things. And I guess they must have had their house up here because they left some steps to get to the front door. Going into the cloud.
If you think we came all the way up there to see the view and look for Yabá, you're wrong. The reason we came all the way up here was just so we could be inside the cloud.
De qualquer maneira, o cavaco e viola, vou na brincadeira. Vou na brincadeira, vou na brincadeira. Vou na brincadeira, vou na brincadeira.
I think on last week's episode, I was celebrating all the plans that didn't go to plan, and I even said to life, throw more unplanned things to me. Well, coming up here and not being able to see anything wasn't really part of the plan. So thank you, life, for throwing an unplanned thing at me.
What would the view be? Describe to the folk at home.
Well, we could see the whole bay of Paraty, including Yabá, also the whole bay of Angra, and who knows what else, because I really don't know. I've never been here before.
I'm just thinking we could be at 20 meters high right now and it'd be the same view.
Way less effort.
Yeah, that's fine. This was pretty cool. Still a good hike. It's so fresh.
You're breathing a cloud.
How's the other side? That's pretty cool though.
Oh well, Yabá is down there somewhere.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the cloud coming. Okay, let's head back down. Anyway, it got dark very quickly because of the cloud, and it's also evening. I don't know what time it is now. What time is it? It is 4:50. And we've got to get down 1,800 meters down to sea level. We want to do it before dark. Come on.
Vamos na batucada, bater tambor, toque do arabaque e do agogô. Tambor mandou chamar. Tambor mandou chamar.
Today we are stepping on sacred land to visit the Pataxo community, and they are welcoming us with open arms to show a bit of their rituals, their culture, and we are very excited to learn from them. The Pataxo are one of the oldest known indigenous groups of Brazil. In the 1500s, on the shores of Bahia, they were among the first to meet Europeans. What history books describe as the discovery of Brazil was for the Pataxo the beginning of a long journey of change, resistance, and adaptation. For over 500 years, they have preserved their identity through language, crafts, and rituals passed down from generation to generation. Their dances tell stories that celebrate resilience, community, and their enduring bond with the land.
O que significa pisar nessa terra, pisar nesse chão, sentir ele, né? Que as pessoas não têm esse contato, pensam que a terra é só terra, mas esquece que aqui é a nossa mãe.
their pain, their disease, everything to the fire.
Dentro dessa visita, todos que a gente está falando aqui, a nossa cultura, a nossa tradição, a aplicação das medicinas. Então, quando a gente consagra as medicinas, a gente está fortalecendo o nosso espírito. Ela traz a limpeza da questão do físico e do espiritual. Às vezes, tem pessoas que precisam de passar de limpeza física, que isso significa vômito. Não importa o que o outro faça. Esse processo é daquela pessoa que está passando. Todo mundo, quando vai mergulhar, faz o quê? Respira fundo e segura para mergulhar, certo? Só que nesse momento que você respira fundo e segura a respiração, você não está mergulhando, mas em si você vai receber um sopro. Quando você sai desse mergulho, você solta a respiração, certo? Então, nesse momento que você recebeu o sopro, assim que terminou de receber o sopro, você solta a respiração. Entrou na força do rapé, que é essa força que eu tô te falando. Tá suando, tá dando calafrio, tá dando às vezes uma ansiedade, algo do tipo, para jogar aquilo para fora. Calma, respira sempre fundo, porque é dessa forma.
During our visit, we were honored to be invited to one of their sacred rituals with Hape, a medicine prepared from tobacco and medicinal plants used for cleansing, focus and spiritual alignment.
Aqui nesse momento eu vou encher o pulmão, quanto pelo nariz quanto pela boca. Segurei. E agora ele vai passar o rapé.
You might have heard of Hape as snuff before. In fact, it was brought to Europe by explorers and traders in the 16th and 17th century.
Agora eu vou encher só pela boca.
And became surprisingly popular amongst European aristocracy. Even Napoleon was known to consume it. Yet, in the indigenous context, Hape has always been more than a substance. It is a tool for spiritual connection, community and healing. Participating in this ritual gave us a glimpse into the depth of their worldview, one where healing is not only physical, but also spiritual and communal. This is Hape, it's what they use to cleanse your body. My legs are shaking, I've got the cold sweats. It's called Hape. So I have medicinal cleanse here. Oh my gosh, sweating, shaking. I feel a little bit the fevery feeling, but like in the good sense. I might even have to sit down in a bit. It's like blowing up too many balloons. I don't know, but it feels... Oh, it smells nice though. As you can see, I cannot say I've felt great physically. Let's just say the chances of me adopting this habit, like Napoleon, are very low. Regardless of belief, it's clear that my body went through a deep cleanse. When we arrived, someone brought a load of these buckets. I thought it was just rubbish. That was for my gut rubbish. But I am truly glad and grateful to have taken part in the ritual, and for being blessed by the Vice Chief, who I know offered it to me with only good and healing intentions. not only are my sinuses clear, but my eyes, mind and heart feel more open too. Back to life. It took a while. I'd have to say it's an amazing experience.
But a rough feeling.
But I must be cleansed right now.
What the vice chief explained is that the Hape, the herbs, the tobacco powder will only make you feel stuff if your body needs to get rid of stuff. It can be emotional, it can be physical, it can be spiritual. So I think if you had the physical feelings, now you need a cleanse of them.
Yeah. Anyway, I am feeling cleansed. I'm feeling a lot better. Don't know if I'm better than before, but I'm definitely feeling better than
Right after.
I can already hear the waterfall. They said there was one just a bit further down, so we're going to have a look at that.
Leaving the Guarani and Pataxo communities, we felt both humbled and inspired. Humbled by the generosity with which we were welcomed, and inspired by the strength, resilience, and beauty of traditions that have survived for centuries. What we witnessed is not just history, it is life, lived with courage, purpose, and connection to the earth and to each other. This experience was about living traditions, looking at nature with loving eyes, understanding the challenges these communities face, and experiencing a world we would otherwise never know. We are grateful for every song, every dance, every story shared with us. And we live with a renewed sense of responsibility towards our planet and respect for these communities, their culture, and the lessons they quietly teach about resilience, identity, and humanity. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May we all carry forward a little more curiosity, humility, and respect in the way we see the world.